You know what people like? Disney characters. You know what Kingdom Hearts does? Shove them in your face in most worlds. When will Alice grab a spear and stab the Queen of Hearts in the face? Man, I want that. But here we go to look at the best and worst party members that the series has actually given us. This includes Chain of Memories, Dream Drop Distance, and the D-Links from Birth by Sleep. Why? Because I'm feeling generous and I need this to be an even list for once. Plus, D-Links acts like party members anyway, so it's really not that much of a stretch. But, you know, in that Birth by Sleep kind of way. So here are the top 6 party members of the series. Why top 6? Because there's good, there's bad, and then there's something in between.
Sora, Donald, and Goofy! Welcome back! And Merry Christmas!
This one is weird, seeing as I have an entire video based around Jack. It's old and kinda crappy, but there's the card if you want some good cringe. But seeing as I'm ambivalent to Halloween Town and The Nightmare Before Christmas as a whole, Jack just kind of falls in the middle for me. His Lightning Barrage dance is by far the most useful thing the world has ever adorned me with in a game. He also has this weird face-run fire attack that just kinda kills me when I see it. I mean, what even is that? If all I have to say about him is positive, why is he in the Nexus? Well, it's hard to explain, but the best way I can put it is, he's great attack-wise, but I want to punch him in the face. He never listens to anyone and assumes he can do whatever he wants and see no consequences. So that kind of brings him down to the middle. What can I say? Jack. He's shockingly mediocre.
Friends.
Friends.
Right, my friends. There's 2 of them. The loud one is Don.
Again, a good attacker, but what actively makes me hate him is that he either takes all of my hits, or he'll simply stand there and get shot by Clayton. Nothing about him is fun, enjoyable, or worth the effort to get upset about. He still does do good work and is worth keeping around, but he's nothing Goofy couldn't handle. I'm sorry guys, I just don't get him. Tarzan, please stay a stranger with me.
I wish for your freedom, Genie. Ow!
Good old Al. What can I say about this kid that hasn't been said already? He's quick, he's nimble, and he cuts through bitches like a steak. There's nothing bad about him. He's just wholesome and fun and is able to kill all the things. There really isn't anything about him I can say that's negative. He's a joy to have around. My only complaint is that he's absent in both games he's in for the first half of the story. And I hate it. Aladdin. We ain't ever had a friend like him.
Horrible trees! They tried to grab me!
It's okay. You were probably just seeing things.
What annoys me the most about this D-Link is that her abilities are weird. They're all different spells with the dwarves' names. And that's fine, but outside of the Sneezy command, that being Arrow, they're all I-like commands that deal damage, rather than knocking them in the air or putting them to sleep. Doc is pretty good seeing as that's Cure, so when you get that 3rd D-Link, you get the 3rd most useful command in the game. That's the only benefit. Other than that, I never use her. I use Goofy more often, or even Ven if I'm playing through Terra or Aqua's story. Snow White. Pretty, just a waste of D energy in general.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Trust me, I'll try to find a way to reach you. I'll get there. I promise.
What puts him on this list is that he has the same appeal as Goofy does in this game, only with a better AoE. Rather than spinning around aimlessly at enemies, you get this cool spin-like move that shoots light balls at the Heartless. It's really helpful, seeing as you can use this with other cards that allow this to be integrated into a combo. Plus, if you use these cards in the right order, or activate a certain number total, he can heal you. So he is, effectively, Donald and Goofy rolled together, but with a few limitations, seeing as he can only do those two things, rather than how Donald and Goofy can do multiple things. And in 0.2, he has the cutest running animation, and surprisingly does a lot of hopping around for a mouse. Mickey Mouse. Small package, surprising amount of damage.
Impudence will get you nowhere, child. If you wish to learn more, you must retrieve the heart of Aurora.
And why would I ever want to do that?
It's not a matter of why, but of will.
She literally has an ability that causes you to lose health when you damage an enemy. It's called Drain. I mean, yeah, she's the mistress of all evil, but that's just annoying to have to deal with in terms of keeping your eye on your health bar even more than normal. I do like the commands she gives you when the D-Link is active, but still, it's just annoying. Maleficent, the mistress of all evil, has some pretty bad plans if slowly draining your health bar is her magnum opus.
To tell you the truth, Sora, I was jealous of you. What for? I wished I could live life the way you do. Just following my heart.
This boy has a monopoly on potions from the looks of it, seeing as he constantly tops you off every 3 seconds. He also has a varied range of abilities. He's got a lot of wide swings and quite a few offensive attacks. But he also has shields and teleports that are ways to get out of danger. The only thing that is a drawback about Riku is his design. I hate the long hair and baggy pants look he gets in this game, and I'm sorry about that. Other than that, he's an all-around good party member. Riku, good healer, bad fashion designer.
Come on, Tink. Open up the door. I'm Peter Pan.
I'm Sora.
Okay.
God, what a dick. I honestly cannot find a single thing right about this brat. Personality-wise, at least. I think his moveset is the most useful out of the Kingdom Hearts 1 group, but here comes a trend for the next few. He's gone for a large majority of the time you're in Neverland. So what's the point? Why not make him like Alice, and make it so that we don't have to deal with him? I'd much rather learn how to fly from Tink, and then fuck off to go kill Oogie Boogie. Peter Pan. His name says it all.
Tell me, Sora, your world, what's it like?
Oh, about that. Sorry for lying to you.
It's okay. Besides, if you can travel to other worlds, maybe I can too.
Ariel is an oddball, seeing as most people hate the world she comes from. But hang on a second, and let me enter some knowledge into your mind hole. Ariel is one of the few party members that I don't mind their personality. Yeah, she's whiny, but who cares when she can mow down Heartless like a blender cutting through a frozen banana? Her magic is used more so than any other party member. She has a really effective ground combo, and damn it, she even heals you better than Donald does. I've never had an issue with her, never had to get her out of my way, and she was always a welcomed part of the team. Unlike with everyone else on this list, I never wanted her to go away. Ariel, so good, I wish she had gotten legs, so she could have been a part of our world. Yet again, good attacker, but he spends half the story out of your party, and when he is in, the game demands so, and so you have to give up Donald or Goofy. And if you're someone like me who doesn't like the Pride Lands or its combat, it's not worth the effort. The only saving grace Simba has is that when you beat Pride Lands a second time, you get Thundaga. That's why he's an honorable mention. This one's more in just how the game handles him. It takes the entire first visit to get Tron's functions restored, and then there's a boss fight, and then you leave. Yes, the return visit is a thing, but still, that's no excuse seeing as the return visit is entirely optional. I love these little guys. They aren't the best at combat, but it's like having a very odd Pokemon design be in your party. Who doesn't love that? Some of them do really well. Hell, the T-Rex is popular for a reason. But before you ask, my favorite combination is the T-Rex, the skeleton horse, and one glider thing on reserve. Hits hard, swings good, breaks shit.
Okay, let's review. State your crime, prisoner.
I exist. That is my crime. It is inexcusable.
Ow, the edge. I hate this guy because he's broody and is just a drag of a character. No one cares about you, you Batman reject. Combos are alright, but fuck that limit. I always forget to turn it off after he gets put in the party, and it always gets me killed, especially in the Cerberus fight directly after. Auron. I'm glad he's in the underworld.
Donald! Goofy!
I can feel as I'm recording this that people are gonna get pissy that these two are the top boys. And you're wrong for thinking that, because these two are the constants. The two that have been through every adventure with you. They're there from Kingdom Hearts 1 through Rechain, Kingdom Hearts 2, Recoded, hell, they're even in Birth by Sleep. And their abilities and commands are really useful too. Yes, Donald doesn't heal all the time. Yes, Goofy is gung-ho and likes to take your combos, but who cares? These two are what make or break most boss fights, and what makes things feel less isolated than it could have been if they weren't there. You get to feel this at the start and end of Kingdom Hearts 1, and from that point on, you're never away from them. And it's a great moment when they are with you, even if they bother you. Why? Because that's friendship in a nutshell, dealing with their faults and picking up the slack where needed, and overall just allowing them to shine where they need most. Why do you think the group represents the sword, shield, and rod so much? They're designed to. Yes, you get to pick which one at the start of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, but mechanically, you swing at Heartless and physically hurt them rather than bashing them with a shield or even hurling magic at them 100% of the time. These two complement each other and Sora way more than any other party member in the series, because while Sora is the main character, Donald and Goofy are the secondary characters first and foremost, and so they have the most writing out of the entire series, and that's what makes them unique. You see, with every other party member I've mentioned, they have flaws as well, but on average, a player won't notice those things because you're only with that party member for a certain amount of time. Whereas these two are the default. Why do you think that the first two worlds after Traverse Town that you go to don't have an optional party member? It's so that you learn how they operate and what the party system even is. These two aren't even party members, they're Sora's best friends. They aren't perfect, but what friend is? Donald and Goofy. A duo that deserves nothing less than number 1. Thanks for watching. This was just my idea about what makes a good party member, and what beats an acquaintance more than your actual friends. Hell, I've done a few playthroughs of both Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 with the bare minimum needed for changing party members, because with these two, I was covered, as well as felt like it made cutscenes make more sense. My name is Chris, and yes, I know Auron is everyone's daddy from Final Fantasy X, but I haven't played that, so yes, he still sucks.